What is up? So, if you've seen my last video, I'm sorry. Man, it was like 4 in the freaking morning. I was tired as hell. I just woke up. I was drinking coffee. It was rough, man. I was slipping all over my words like crazy. Um, yeah, that was one of my roughest videos, probably since coming back from deployment when I forgot how to make a video. And my first videos were like, I don't know what to say or put my hands during the video. Yeah, so thanks for bearing with me and watching that. Thanks for all the comments. I always love watching the comments, or excuse me, love reading the comments. I guess if I watched and that meant I wouldn't know how to read. Yeah, so thanks for writing the comments. I love reading the comments. And then I'm pretty bad about commenting back. But then what I do is, like, after I feel like really shitty about not writing back, I'll write back like on 5 videos at a time. It'll take me like an hour. And I'll write back to everybody. So that's something I need to work on me. But that's definitely not why you're here. So I've been sending out TTMs like crazy. And it's been really cool. I haven't been getting a whole lot back. But if you remember the last batch I sent out 100. And I was getting stuff like 4, 5, 10, 11 back at a time. So I can't wait till they start rolling in. I'm sending out some huge ones. Tomorrow I'll be sending out to Randy Moss, LaDainian Tomlinson, Brett Favre, Tony Romo, Donovan McNabb, Vince Young. I am from Texas, so I definitely appreciate Vince Young for what he did for the University of Texas. So yeah, man. So if I get 1 or 2 of those back, that'd be freaking amazing. I got this in from eBay. It was like $2.50, and I know Andre Johnson's signature pretty well, and that's pretty damn good. So if that's a fake, it's a pretty damn good fake. But I will see what PSA DNA thinks, because I'll probably send that off to them. And if it's real, you know, we're looking at an investment of less than 20 bucks, which I know you can get his certified stuff for less than $20 sometimes, but I really like these on card slabbed autographs. I've really been into that lately, having a blast. I also have an order out to PSA DNA right now, about 10 items. I should be getting that back, I think, any day now. No more than 5 business days, I'd imagine. It's been out for quite a while. Let's see, what else? Okay, we'll get into why y'all come to this channel. So I got in 2 game used items this week, which is freaking crazy, because I hadn't sent out any game used items since, I just looked at my phone, since January the 7th was my last thing I sent out, and I'm not doing baseball this year. I have less than 5 that I plan on doing. I'm just waiting for the right time. But I got in this today, and I already stapled the damn envelope closed because I wasn't thinking about y'all. Wasn't thinking about making a video. But I'll undo it just for you guys. Washington Redskins linebacker Trent Murphy. That's his card. That's his card. That's his bracelet. It says chop wood. And this. So this is really cool. This is a first, man. I haven't got a beanie. And I don't want to sound like a freak show or anything, but it is definitely used. There's some hair in there, and it doesn't smell the freshest, if you know what I mean. So really cool. And hence why I also had it stapled in the bag that it came in. So really cool, man. You know me, I like getting, obviously I love getting the returns back, game used request returns. But it's cool from time to time to get something different. If you remember 2 years ago, I got a kicking tee back from Randy Bullock. And I thought that was freaking awesome. And he signed it beautifully in silver paint marker. It turned out. So that's that. I have a lot of things planned for this upcoming NFL season. I have about 50 game use requests that I'd like to send out to. I'll narrow that down just because I can't afford sending out to that many. But we'll get into some other things. Before I get into the next game use return, I bought these. I don't know if I showed them on my channel or not. So if I did, I apologize. I think this dude can be a freaking stud if he can stay healthy. Granted, he's like a player on the Yankees, to where, you know, if someone's on the Yankees and they're good or above average, they're great. They're superstars. Kind of the same. I think he's really good. I don't think it's the hype of being on the Dallas Cowboys. But it's my man, Sean Lee. So y'all know he's had a problem, health problems, freaking staying on the damn field. So I bought these from a guy in Arlington. They don't show as much signs of use as I typically like. But man, when you're hunting down these freaking linebackers like I love to collect, you can't really always be, you know, beggars can't be choosers, if you will. But there's definitely signs of use, you know, throughout the cleat and inside. I don't know if you can tell in there. That pattern used to be full. Obviously, when you get new shoes, a lot of times the insoles have a pattern. So, I mean, he used these. It's just a matter of how much. This is the part that's kind of gross. There's a pair of used socks in there. So, the gentleman I bought these from said that he buys all his stuff directly from the Cowboys, and he had proof that he has, god dang, over probably 200 transactions, multi-$1,000 each transaction of stuff he buys from them. So that was kind of weird, finding a pair of used socks in there. So I don't want to pull them out. I don't know what the heck they are, honestly. It could be a freaking happy sock for all I know. So, getting to this return, I was freaking ecstatic for. Most of you guys know I'm from the Houston area. I'm from a town called Pearland, about 10 to 15 minutes south of Houston. You go down 288, straight down, and there's Pearland. When I grew up, it was a pretty small town, and now it's freaking huge, man. Thundering 24 can probably vouch for me. Pearland used to be small, and now it's big city, and crime found the big city, and it's not what it used to be. When I was born and raised, there was kind of the sticks, and people used to ride their horses up and down the street and all that, and you know, you really can't do that there anymore. So when I get out, I'll probably move to a town called Alvin, Texas. It's kind of out in the boonies. But I digress. As I was saying, a lot of you know I'm from Houston, and so I'm a Houston Cougars fan. I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm not an Auburn fan. I'm not a Michigan fan. I do follow Alabama, though, but I'm not a fan. I do follow their football team. But I'm a Houston Cougars fan. And this dude broke damn near all the freaking quarterback records when he was there. Then he was freaking picked up by the Texans, and he was our quarterback for a little bit. We got rid of him. Then we signed him again. So if you freaking know anything about the Texans or about the Cougs, you definitely know I'm probably talking about Case Keenum. So I wrote him last year, and nothing ever came of it. And I was actually it was one of the returns I was really excited for, man. I should say one of the TTMs I was really excited, hoping I'd hear back from. And I never did, and I moved, and blah, blah, blah. And then I came home last Thursday or Friday, and there was a box on my front porch, and it had the old yellow label, you know, from when you move and your stuff gets forwarded. And I already knew, like, that fast, and I'm like, that's a game used return freaking box right there. And I went to it, and I seen it was from Miss Keenum, we'll say. I don't want to say her first name, but it was from Miss Keenum, and I about shit myself. So this is the hat. He sent me a hat. It says Case Keenum, and then he wrote a passage on there. And then this is his hat, apparently, because it's pretty funky on the inside of this thing. So really cool. And then these things are freaking amazing. So he signed it to Garrett. Thanks for all you do. And then he wrote, Go Rams. And so these, I've already photo matched these cleats, and it is awesome. If I remember, I'll try to use the thumbnail to this video as the photo match. But these things are just hammered, man. So, and then if that wasn't enough, he wrote, I don't have the letter. I left the letter upstairs, and I apologize. But he wrote me about a half-a-page letter saying, you know, thanks for my service, and he's grateful for all the men and women of the military. And he said he was excited, really excited, to be moving to Los Angeles with the team and all that. And then at the bottom, he wrote, P.S., I hope you enjoy the game used cleats! Exclamation. And the underline game used. And dude, I was like, holy crap. Like, as a game used collector, anytime you can get proof from the player that it's game used, that's like the creme de la creme, man. That is like primo. So it was awesome. And then he signed it, wrote, Go LA Rams. And yeah, that's that. So that's that. 2 freaking awesome game used returns. The Sean Lee cleats are freaking titties also. So that's that. Yeah, man, 2 videos in a week. What the heck's going on? This is like the old school me. Until next time, adios. Be safe. I love you. Peace out.